Good morning, roamers. So today we have just arrived in Imlil. Caught a grand taxi up from Marrakesh. Cost 30 dirhams. Beautiful journey up into the Atlas. Much cooler up here, so we've got 6 nights. People generally come to Imlil to hike Mount Toubkal, which is the second highest mountain in Africa behind Kilimanjaro. So this is where we're at. The Riad that I'm staying in, called a Gite, is along this road. So that's what we're going to do. I just did a battery change. Welcome to Imlil, roamers. Yay! So we are on the balcony of the Gite Tamasult, which is about half a click from town. Loads of orchards, lots of apples and pears. And God, what a gorgeous place, gorgeous little village. And there's another village where I can walk to up there as well. I don't know whether that is the big mountain Toubkal up there, but it's looking very nice, very chilled place. Can't wait to be buying some of that fruit. Apples and pears, mate. Apples and pears, governor. Lovely, isn't it? And it is so cool up here, my God. When I checked the weather earlier on, it was like 9 degrees last night. Beautiful. Hello. Yeah, so this place is pretty laid back. The Gite, which is, I don't know, a French word for hostel maybe. It's like high-speed internet. Oh no, we don't have any internet. Is your room ready? No, I've got one room, but I'll have to clean it. And but you know, I really couldn't be bothered about it. Actually, the place is so nice. It's just like, yeah, whatever, mate. It's all good. But then, why am I telling you? Why am I putting it out there? I don't know, because I think it's just a Moroccan experience. It's the quirkiness of it all. Just keep your peace. Beautiful rose hips here, and also blackberries as well, which I've not seen in Morocco before. They're very tiny, but they're delicious. Yes, I'm going to go for a walk into town just to find my way around while he's sorting out his accommodation. Oh, by the way, the cost for that hotel, the Gite, is 158 AUD plus tax, which is, I don't know, about 170 AUD, which is less than 100 euros. So it's very affordable. And he does dinners there as well. So I've ordered a vegetable tagine and salad for tonight, so that's like 70 dirhams, served at 6 o'clock, which is good, not 10 o'clock at night, which some of the places give you food. So yeah, pretty cool. Yes, I'm about half a kilometre from town, but it's a nice kind of walk because it gives you an overview of the valley. Nice peaceful little village. Old guy just showed me where the local baker's is. I never would have found it. There's no marking of it, and there was a big like curtain over the inside, but the baking was going on behind it. So that's like my favourite thing to find, the bread shop. It's very trekking focused here for sure, 100%. Beautiful spot. Some people say that if you want to hike here, then they make you take a guide with you. Like there's some official people, they say, no, if you want to go up the mountain, you need a guide or whatever. But I think they also want to guide you around the local streets as well. A guy just quoted me 400 dirhams. I'm like, what? You're having a laugh, mate? So there's just like loads of nice little cafes, little coffee shops, little restaurants. Not too many people are out. Tourists are probably out hiking and stuff. But very nice. Just had a coffee talking to an old man. Hello mate, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
Good, where from?
From Australia.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
How many days here?
6.
Picture,
Yeah. Oh, I'm just making a video of your beautiful village.
Left in the shop, eh?
I'm just going to go for a walk first. I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
I wait you, huh?
Ah. Ah, yeah. Anyway, it's all good. Yeah, so he had a really nice amethyst necklace, which was a beautiful colour. So I was tempted to get it. He said everything 50 dirhams. It seems pretty reasonable, right? Wear a bit of crystal from the Atlas Mountains. Beautiful views, and just having a walk up the hill towards the next village. Just an exploratory walk, because I'm just going to go back and relax and go for a walk after breakfast tomorrow, I think is the plan, with a bag packed with water and all the hiking essentials. So they do try and sell stuff to you, so I've actually been into a few shops to have a look at the stuff, but you know, it's hard to explain. So I'm travelling a really long time, I can't really carry the extra stuff with me, but you know, it's still nice to have a look at it, talk to the people. I always feel so disappointed for them though, you know. I don't know how much they earn a day, mind you, who does? Is it my concern? Not really. Inshallah. Very nice. So one thing I noticed, which is contrary to information, is on Google Maps it says that there's no ATMs here, but there was a Wafda Cash mobile ATM back there, and there's also an ATM attached to a shop just there near the parking area. So there are ATMs here. I don't know how reliable they are, but if not, people were saying you have to go down to Asni if you don't have enough cash with you, so that doesn't seem to be the case. So south end of town is a taxi station. So as a guy just said to me, that the village is really easy to navigate. It's like up or down, east and west. So a good place to relax. So there's lots of corner stores, and then lots of like little fresh grocers as well, a couple of butchers, bread shop I found, so normal fruit and nuts, and then lots of restaurants which are not extortionately priced, you know. Get a meal for under 100 in most of them, so considering we were a few hours from Marrakesh, then not too bad. So this is the first night's room. Basic, but all the necessary bits and pieces. That's a toilet, obviously. No light, that's alright. Shower, cool. Simple, basic, cheap and affordable. 3 mosque sounds in the background and birdsong. So let's have a go there. $70 tagine, so $70, 70 dirham tagine meal. So we've got some like maize bread and a salad to start, and of course outstanding views. So yum. So the tagine has arrived, and it is big, and there is thunder rumbling in the mountains. So can you hear it? It is still bubbling away. There are lots of lovely spices in the bottom there. So what we've got: potatoes, beans, lots of carrots, maybe some onion. They don't generally put, oh yeah, there's onion in there. Yum, that looks like a nice sauce as well. So let's get, the verdict is, it's tasty but a bit basic. Could do with a few olives to add some natural salt, maybe a little bit of olive oil, a bit of aubergine, maybe chickpeas or whatever, but as a feed of veggies, outstanding. Tagine complete. Apparently Mount Toubkal used to be a volcano. So this is very active country. A guy was telling me they had an earthquake a couple of years ago. Shook the building up, caused him to have to do some renovations and stuff. So, powerful country. In case you don't know what a walnut tree looks like, that is a walnut tree. You can see the round fruit and the ones where they're ready to burst. And inside is the perfect walnut shell. They sell them everywhere in Morocco. I didn't know they grew them here. Well, maybe I did, I don't know. But a fresh walnut is a great thing. Crisp, crunchy. A few years ago I was in New Zealand and we outside the unit where I was staying there was a walnut. I couldn't believe it, you know, like walnuts, walnuts. Fantastic. Well, it's raining now. Good morning, roamers. So today we are heading up that valley up there. Don't know how far we'll get. It looks a bit steep, but I'm hankering after some walking. It's a lovely morning. It's lovely and cool. Cockles are cockerelling, and yeah, it's time for a walk. It's a really peaceful night in old Imlil town. Hopefully when I get back I'll be in a new room. So me old roamers, made our way along the path up here around the bend. I'm pretty sure that one is Mount Toubkal. I mean, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that is it, because that is the valley where they make the ascent. So from here I'm like round that corner there in the opposing valley. Very nice. It's still pretty cool, even though I'm sweating because of the exertion. It's still pretty cool up here, so it's lovely. Lots of goats in these here parts. But if you kick a ball off that pitch, how do you get your ball back? But they learn precision early. Precision shots. Roamers. So we're due afternoon rains the next couple of days. You can just see all the runoff here from like the miniature landslides and stuff. And when I rounded a bend down there, there's a caterpillar digger, you know, clearing all the boulders off the road. So it's very active, an active landscape, as they say. Be tough driving a conventional vehicle over here. You definitely need a four-wheel drive, I guess, or a donkey. Yep. So we're up above the farmed land now. This is all conifers, pine trees, maybe forestry. But there's no houses up here I can see anyway. Just a bit too remote from town probably, unless you've got a vehicle. Spectacular views though. So that is the telephone tower that I could see earlier from way down in the valley. Way up there. So just had a little coffee up the top there near the radio tower. It's like a pass where you go over to the other valleys, and there's a few other little villages there, but mission accomplished. Steps put in, job done. So roamers, we're back at HQ. Unbelievably, we were right up there where that mast is. That little pass where the road cuts through to the other valleys, the other side of the mountain. So it's a long old walk. It is now 5 to 2 in the afternoon. So I'm guessing that took like 4 or 5 hours, but beautiful. Top class walk. I feel fully invigorated. Time for some food and an afternoon relaxing. They've forecast another storm or more rain for this afternoon, so be interesting to see. Beautiful. So I've got me new room. I don't know whether I showed you this earlier on. I'll edit it out if I didn't, or I did. So it's got the mountain view, which is good. You like look out the window while I'm reading. Small, basic, but comfortable. Private bathroom. Bathroom's a bit better, bathroom and shower. So, and I just heard the stream start running loudly, more loudly, and I'm guessing that it's really raining heavy up on the hill and that it's increased the flow. Because the river all of a sudden has got really loud. So, as they said, we could be in for some rain. There's been some gentle thunder. But that's how it happens up here in the mountains. You hear that stream running and you think, oh, rain's on the way. Very peaceful. Yeah. Just as forecast. Good morning, roamers. So, it rained heavily last night. Sunday today, slow start to today. Had some nice brekkie. And decided to go out for a walk, but in the opposite direction. So we went up to the top point there yesterday, and now we're gonna work around to the next village, which is called Aroumd. So yeah, it's a lovely day. Rain forecast again for this afternoon, so get up and out, do the walk, go back and relax. Had a lovely time yesterday, just sitting there reading, looking at the mountains. Gorgeous, gorgeous place. So that's what we're doing. So lots of athletes up here training, using the elevation and the altitude, no doubt. But anyway, so I've just gone around the corner from that valley to expose this bit of a valley, and I guess that's the town of Aroumd. Wow. Can't believe this is only an hour away from Marrakesh. If you come to Marrakesh and you don't come up for a visit, you're missing out on a lot of Morocco, I reckon, because the contrast is staggering. I mean, you can get what you want in Imlil, but it's also very low key as well, you know. It's like they're in no hurry to catch up with Marrakesh, put it that way. There's waterfall over there. So from what I can work out from the directional pointer on Google Maps, that is the direction of Toubkal, 4127 metres. Now I don't know whether that is Toubkal, it may be behind it, but that is the direction. Yeah, there does appear to be a higher peak behind it, so... Oh well, I can't see it. Oh. Looks like they're having a working bee. I've just seen like a lot of guys walking by me with tools, probably all going out to do a collective job, repairing the roads. Good community spirit. Oh, it's gorgeous. The trees are absolutely bursting with fruit here. So much fruit on them, and like the apples and tomatoes and grapes I've had are so juicy. Like I had some grapes for breakfast this morning. You can see the seeds inside floating. It's almost transparent. They're so juicy. It's amazing. This is a close-up of the walnut trees I was showing you yesterday at the side of the house. So inside each one of these fruits is a walnut. Amazing. I broke one open yesterday. They probably need to be dried out for a while. There wasn't much flavour to them, but yeah. I can hold my camera and crack it open. There you go, look, there's the walnut inside. Never believed that I thought the fruit would dry off before they're ready, but that is how you get your walnuts. Delicious. Treasures of the mountain. So this is the village of Aroumd. Pretty quiet. Sunday morning creeping on. A mountain village in Morocco. So it looks like the waterfall is off a path of that road leading down the Cascades and the waterfall. Alternatively, this path here heads all around the opposite side of the valley to where I was yesterday, so I'm going to do that walk and check it out. There's also another village up there. So there is a few days walking here, even if you don't want to make the big ascent up Toubkal. If I had my boots and walking poles and like a few days here walking to prepare, I would do it, but it's not going to be happening this time. I definitely need walking poles, although I could hire them, but I think boots is the main thing. Or maybe this is enough. 4,127 metres. There'll be a little bit of oxygen debt. But I've been doing enough walking since I've been in Morocco, so I feel confident I could do it. But it's not going to happen this time, baby. I'm not going up there. I'm walking around the valleys of the Atlas and I'm loving it. Noggins rhymes, walking and all that type of thing. Oh, there's one little waterfall anyway, and I didn't pay 300 dirhams for a guide to come and see it. Yes! Yeah, so the Gite I'm staying at is along that road and round the bend. So this should be the valley that we went up yesterday, and yeah, it's like a big cross, isn't it? It's like one arm that way, one arm that way, and then one arm that way, so it's like a centre point of 4 valleys. Another village project, sorting out the water pipes. Putting a new line in by the looks of it, thicker. So grub stand up, hear the sizzle. Coffee's delicious, or a bit steamy. Another nice tagine. Let's see what we've got in here. Big layer of potato. They normally put the carrots on the bottom, they become like a really sweet sauce when you get down to there. Got some onions, tomatoes, olives, herbs. Delicious. I'm not really that hungry, but I'm just going to get some food inside me because I know how much energy it takes to lug this great big body up and down those hills. So I've been walking for about 3 hours, so get some food into me. Have some bread rolls and stuff later. Yum! Nice natural flavours. There's some subtle spice in there as well because the vegetables just don't only taste the vegetables, so very nice. That's your 50 dirham tagine. Thumbs up. So Romans, it's another lovely day in Imlil. Just having a bit of brekkie. I don't eat eggs and stuff, so this is what I've kind of asked for. A few veggies, something sweet, something savoury. So today I'm going to walk down into the valley and cross around the side here and then try and come up this road. I don't know why, but maybe one is to look at this place on that side, but it looks like a lovely little village. I don't know how far I can go, whether I can go up and come back around this side, but we shall see. That is the plan. So that being said, that's obviously jam. Well, the one in the middle there is called Imlil. It's a mixture of argan oil, honey and ground almonds, and it is so delicious. It tastes like it's loaded with sugar, but that's just the natural sweetness of the honey coming through. So what a beautiful place to have breakfast. A sunny terrace. It's like 5 to 9. Another half hour I'll be on the road going for a walk, come back, have a tagine in the village somewhere, come back, breed, who knows. fantastic, isn't it? Pity there's no internet. So I've walked back down the path towards Marrakesh, down the valley, past the taxi station, to pick up this road, which will take me up and round the other side of the valley. What a gorgeous morning. Beautiful. So Romas, where I'm staying is directly across the valley there, where there's some red stuff on the wall. That's the blankets that he hung over the balcony earlier on, so I know that's where I'm staying. So I walked down through town, through the main street, along by the river, and then around and around and around and around and around to get up to here. And now we're going to continue up the other side of the valley. Around us a beautiful mosque where they do all the prayers of a night time. Beautiful singing. I noticed they let the children call a prayer as well. It sounds so good. Glorious views. These roads are as rough and ready as they come. They look like they're bloody brand new. And from the new development that's going on here, it's probably meant to service the new Riads they're building. But of course, that is just a guess, as you do. Just going to have a few blackberries. These ones are bigger than the ones I saw before. Very seedy. And not overly sweet. Let's try these dried ones. So these ones you'd think would be more caramelised. Oh my god, they're like lollies. A little bit rubbery, a little bit chewy, like fruit gums almost. Bit of hiking nourishment. Oh, I like this heaps. Yum. So I was just pointing out the beehives here, lots of beehives. Obviously the bees pollinating all the mountain vegetation and stuff, but when I've seen the honey in town, it's so dark, it's almost black, it looks like treacle. So it must be specific to this type of place. I tasted some on breakfast on the first day. It didn't taste overly different, but really, you know, don't know what the flavour of honey can be compared to, but it's very complex, isn't it? And strong flavours, and with the aftertaste of sweetness. Gorgeous. So that's just a snapshot of where we've been, up the valley and around. Other places we've been is up there. We've been up there around the corner. Might have a look at that another day. But I did notice there's a path where the donkey just went up along there, but it's this kind of gravel and it's pretty steep. If I had some poles with me, I'll give it a go, but some of these things are probably best attempted in a group, just in case of any mishaps. So, you know. Oh, these roads anyway are fantastic. They're like bloody goat paths anyway. Awesome place for a walk. Better, dare I say, than Chef Sharan. G'day Romans. So today, just had a nice brekkie. Gonna go on another walk a bit further than where I went last time. Up to a little waterfall and to the border where the Marrakesh region meets a region called Sousse. So that is today's objective. Really enjoying it here. Time is stretching out. Things are slowing down. It's really, I suppose it's a beautiful contrast to Marrakesh, as I said before. Wonderful. Wonderful place to spend some time. So this is a patch of roadwork that they were doing when I come up here last time. This was full of blokes from the village just all getting into the work. They laid down boulders underneath and then smaller boulders. The the ironwork to hold it all together, and then put in the, I don't know, these expansion joints with polystyrene. Good work, crew. So this is as far as we got the other day, because I went to explore the village of Aroumd and went round the valley. But now it's a chance to take another path and go up to the border. Beautiful day, nice cool breeze. So not too much of a struggle with Google Maps. I just needed to navigate across the riverbed there, but it's in a straight line, so all good. So I'm at the police station, just been pulled over by the cops. We were on the mountainside here and they said you've got to like show your picture of your passport when you need a guide. Now this is not true, they reckon it's a scam. It's just a way they're trying to make money for the locals, but for free. I'm going to tag on behind the next group that goes up. It's only about a couple of kilometres from here, so it shouldn't be a drama. Beautiful spot though for a police station. So basically with a bit of basic French, talking to one of the guides, telling him what I'm doing, where I'm staying, and then we're on our way again up the mountain. I think it's about 2 kilometres from here. Have a drink, a snack, then I'll be back to my book. Little mountainside cafe there, but we are heading up. Nice and cool up here. Path's not too bad. A little bit dry, a little bit rocky, gravelly, etc., but manageable. There's a few groups going up and down, mainly up. I've got a feeling if I was prepared, my fitness is certainly adequate to do the Toubkal ascent. Toubkal, not Toubkal ascent. So, kind of a little bit gutted, but shit happens, doesn't it? I think my lesson from this is I should not set my hiking expectations when I'm still smoking hash I bought in Marrakesh, because I didn't really think much at all. As soon as I finished that, it was like, oh yeah! So the equation is maybe hash and hiking are not good bedfellows. Oh wow! There's a whole little like town here. Oh, this must be my stopping point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the border point as well. No worries. And this is where we get to see the waterfalls. Beautiful. Oh, this has been a fantastic walk. Noggins Rooms. Toubkal, baby. So as I've seen elsewhere in Morocco, we've got the natural refrigeration. Ice cold glacier water, all the sodas and stuff, oranges floating around. And this, I guess, is my stopping point, the Cascades. And it's just beginning to rain, just spit where rain, so I think this is definitely a good place to stop. How glorious, God, I feel so alive. Such a wonderful thing. And they're right, there is a bit of garbage up here, but got to earn a living, haven't they? It's just one of them things. And that is the smallest mosque I've ever seen. Beautiful. Cascades. Beautiful. Got myself a €2 donkey carried Mars bar for the journey down. Wow, what a place, what a life is being led in different parts of the world. It amazes me. Fantastic. it's pretty rainy now. Lovely cold wind. This is where you need your Gore-Tex thermal base layers and all that all like, isn't it? Not your $5 cotton shirt out of Kmart. But that's life. Beautiful. So how'd you finish off your day hiking after you've been up the mountain? Nice tagine. You have to wait, you know, it's like 35 minutes. I had a lovely pot of tea. Time for another tagine at this beautiful little restaurant, which is over there. Awesome. What do you reckon, mate? You're going to pack it, are you? What's up with your wings? Flappy. Good morning, Mamas. So it's our last full day in Imlil. We're going to have an easier day today as far as the walking's concerned. I'm going to head over to the other valley near the village of Aroumd and go and check out the waterfalls there. That is the plan. Glorious. Rained really heavily last night, so hopefully there'll be plenty of cascades. So there's no clear path down, well, on Google Maps and stuff, but I noticed a lot of donkeys coming up this path yesterday when I was on my walks. So this is the way we're heading, and I can hear the water rushing down there, so down we go, donkey path. So we're down at water level. There's a whole range of stuff going on here. There's these water culverts and loads of little cascades, cafes, all sorts happening. So there's a whole patchwork of cafes and little huts and buildings made out of reeds and all sorts. And indeed there is waterfalls. Fair amount of garbage, but it's got some appeal, isn't it? And there you have it, the main attraction. Good place for a coffee, I reckon. Canyon's pretty sheer. But yeah, would have taken a long time to cut through this rock. It's the power of water, mate. That was one of the best coffees I've had. That was super strong. Beautiful. Really kind of smooth and creamy. Whoa. Anyway, let's see if we can see more of these cascades. So the waterfalls are definitely worth a look. I've just worked my way down from the cafe there, following the river down. A few bits are a little bit tricky, but there's a few branches of the river which are easier to get to. And downriver it's a little bit cleaner as well. There's not so much garbage and that because you're away from the cafe. So, and there's multiple streams. I don't know whether that's just because of the rain or whatever, but it's lovely. It's all mountainy and rainy and beautiful. So definitely worth a look if you're in Imlil and you want to have a side trip. Yeah. So here's a lovely little bit. We've got the terraces, fruit trees, we've got a lovely unpolluted section of waterfall cascades, mountains all around us, waterfall running down the valley there which looks absolutely beautiful. So considering for the rest of the day I'm only going to do what I've been doing for the past few days, I'm going to end the Imlil vlog here on this fantastic place. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I've had a fantastic time here, really and truly. It's been excellent, really wonderful. So as always, Romers, peace and love. Enjoy what you're doing, enjoy your life, and Moggins roams out.